I just wanted to ask a very simple question. Now, with the growing humanitarian situation with Syrian refugees, how can the governments and international organisations help to alleviate it?
In one word, money. The UN has an ability to coordinate a humanitarian effort that can provide support to the people who need it, whether they're refugees outside of Syria, in countries like Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq or Turkey, or indeed people still inside Syria who need help. The processes are there. We have great organisations like UNICEF who can provide support to children, the World Food Programme, but what they all need is funding. And the UN call for funds of $1.5 billion is vital to make sure that in the next 6 months we have the money there to support those thousands of refugees that we've seen coming out of Syria, but also the millions of people inside Syria who are desperately in need of support.
Would that, when it comes to distributing the aid, are you able to get into Syria to distribute aid evenly?
The UN works through obviously its own structures in getting aid into Syria as an impartial, neutral organisation, and also, of course, through neutral humanitarian NGOs. Those are the structures that are used to make sure that we can get support to people inside Syria. It has, of course, been very challenging because it's been such an unsafe situation for both people living in Syria, but also organisations trying to help those people. But I think we're urging both the regime and also the opposition forces to respect international humanitarian law so that we can make sure that support gets through.
One last question: what can normal people, average people, what can they do to help the refugees?
Well, I think the region has shown huge generosity of spirit today in some of the donations that have been made. I've no doubt that if there are NGOs that people want to support, that's a very good thing for them to do. This is a really unprecedented funding demand by the UN, and it's there because the humanitarian crisis is grave and it could well continue for many months. So we need to make sure that we have the funding in place to help the people who need our support.